Hola amigos, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emma and I wanted to do a little bit of a roundup about how my Camp NaNo July 2024 went. It's the final day of camp today. Tomorrow will be August, which I can't quite believe. And I set myself a little bit of a crazy challenge for camp this year, in case you haven't watched any of the other videos about this. And the challenge was to write, edit and publish a book in 1 month. So this book was going to be book 3 in my non-fiction series for authors. So I should say that I definitely wouldn't attempt something like this if it was with one of my fiction books. I write contemporary romance and they're typically about 60,000 words in length. There is no way that I would be able to even write 60,000 words in a month. I don't think. I really struggle to write 50,000 during NaNoWriMo in November, but to write 60,000 and go through all the drafts and edit and everything, no way would I be able to do that for a fiction book. But the non-fiction book is a lot shorter, but packed full of information. I just make sure that I don't add a lot of waffle, because nothing drives me crazier than when I buy a non-fiction book because I want the information and I have to go hunting through loads of irrelevant stuff that they seem to add in just to make the word count bigger so that I can find the information that I need. Anyway, so not only did I manage to get the book written, get the book edited, get the book beta read, get the book formatted and have it available by the end of the month in ebook format, which is what I said I definitely wanted to do, but it's also available in paperback format, and I even have my copy which arrived today. So that was awesome because I wanted to film this video today, so it's lovely that I have a copy of the book here. So yes, it's called I'd Rather Be Writing, Create and Perfect Your Author Brand, and like I say, it's the third book in my non-fiction series for writers. The first was a guide to using Twitter, or X for people who really don't want to spend their lives on social media. The second of my non-fiction books was a guide to winning NaNoWriMo, which has proved very useful for Camp NaNo. There's loads of stuff that's relevant to Camp NaNo in there, as well as a whole chapter on camp especially. And now we have this one. So what's really special about this book is the amount of advice and tips in it, not just from me, but from lots of other authors. So in my other non-fiction books, I have had quotes from other writers, particularly in the NaNoWriMo book. I did get tips from other people because I've done NaNoWriMo and I've done Camp NaNo and I know what works for me, but I'm in a very privileged position in that my job is being a writer and editor and all booky things like that. So I in particular wanted to get tips and tricks from people who also had a full-time job or even a part-time job that was outside of writing for that book, and that worked really, really well. So I kind of took this to the next level with this book. So there are whole sections in it with contributions from authors from different genres and just who have gone through different things with their marketing and with their author branding. So one of my favorite sections is by Esther Houston. So if you don't follow her YouTube channel, you definitely should. There's so much good information on there. And she wrote a little bit about how she rebranded herself because she changed the kind of books that she was writing. She was still writing fantasy, but she kind of changed subgenre and there was a whole different feel to the books that she was writing. And so she reworked her brand for that. There's also sections for marketing for thriller writers, for rom-com writers, contemporary romance, horror, there's sci-fi, there's things about different fonts to use, like what to post on social media, just all kinds of different stuff. There is so much information jam-packed into this book. I am so proud of it. And so grateful to everybody who helped me, not just the people who contributed to the book, but also the people who beta edit for me, the people who advised me on the cover, just everybody who has been involved. There is no way that I would have been able to do this without everybody who has helped me, and it was a really great project. I can genuinely say that I really enjoyed working on this. I think I've had a really busy few months with an awful lot of editing to do with my contemporary romance books, and I've also had some big editing jobs because I'm a freelance developmental editor as well. So it was really nice to have a kind of a calmer month. Now, I appreciate that writing and publishing a book in a month doesn't sound like a calmer month, but I was only working on one project for the majority of the time. I only had a couple of little editing jobs that I needed to do. Yeah, so it was just really, really nice to be working on something different, on a new project that also had a very definite beginning and end, because of needing to finish it by the end of the month. So it wasn't kind of dragging on and being sent off to people, and then a couple of months back I get, one lot of edits, and then they go back, and then a couple of months later I get another lot of edits. It was kind of all just contained in a nice little month and done with, and yeah, I am really, really pleased with it. So please let me know if you had a good Camp Nano. What were you working on? Did you win camp? What I love about camp is that it's that bit more relaxed than NaNoWriMo, with people setting their own goals and things. So I really hope that the goals that you set were realistic, but kind of pushed you that little bit so that you've got that awesome feeling of pride when you crush the goal that you set for yourself. If you've enjoyed this little update, please make sure that you boop the like button. It really helps my channel, and subscribe if you're not already, because we have a lot of fun here, and I've got some great videos coming up in the next month, including a couple of vlogs which I know that you guys really like. We've got a vlog of me going to do a research trip in this amazing castle, and I'm going to be speaking at the Romantic Novelists Association conference next month, and I'm going to be vlogging that experience, which should be funny if nothing else, because I'm petrified. I've never done anything like that before, and I'm petrified. So yeah, just make sure you come along for the ride, and I will catch you in the next one.